What's up guys, this is Vanilla. Not the flavor, but just the sweet. As you all know, I'm an avid fan of anime. Yeah, like it were obvious already. And most of them I watch in anime streaming sites. And usually when I go to the comment section below, there's usually a fight between sub and dubbed. Now most people prefer subbed over dubbed, mostly because it doesn't have to tarnish the reputation of the anime. But there are actually times when dubbed is actually better than subbed. So today I'm going to be talking about when dubbed anime could be used and when it should not be used. As much as I hate it, here's the defense of dubs. So when should you watch dubbed anime? Then let's count the situations one by one. If an anime is set in a foreign country, like the US or the UK or Germany, then there's nothing wrong with watching that anime in the dubbed version. Take for example Kuroshitsuji or Black Butler. The story takes place in England during the Elizabethan era, and since it's set in the Great Britain, then you'd probably expect them to speak in English. I mean, come on, if you were to hear every British person speaking in Japanese, wouldn't that creep you out? Also, it's better to watch this series in dub than watching them in English. You know, like, forced English. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a real place. It could be a fictional place as well, as long as that setting reflects the Western world. Let's take for example Full Metal Alchemist. Judging from the building structures and the hair colors, then you can probably see that these are actually Western influence. So wouldn't it be better if they all spoke in English instead? Let's move on to the second one. I'll probably get a lot of hate from this. Now when I refer to culture, I'm not just referring to the language that's being used. We can also take into account behavior, habits, and practices. For example, if the certain character is American or British or can speak in any other foreign language, then it's much better to use the English language instead of using the Japanese language. Why? Because English. Now, usually people tend to get offended by these kinds of presentation of the character because the foreign viewers, they might look at it as an insult. In this way we can use the dubbed anime in order for nobody to get offended by it. The third and final reason why, it's Johnny and Bosch. Enough said. Now these are the situations where dubbed anime could be used appropriately. But there are also reasons why we shouldn't watch dubbed anime. And trust me, there are a lot of reasons why you shouldn't watch dubbed anime. I'm limiting it to 3 reasons to balance it out. The first reason why you shouldn't watch dubbed anime is the puns or the jokes. There are a lot of puns and jokes in anime, and usually they are explained through footnotes if you watch it in sub. But if you're a foreigner and watch it in dub, you won't understand what they're saying. It actually comes from the cultural background of the person. If he doesn't understand this pun or joke, he won't understand this pun and joke that will happen later on. And most anime have a lot of references, most of them from the Japanese culture. So if you want to watch anime while learning the culture of the Japanese, then I prefer you watch the subbed anime. The second is voice acting. When it comes to voice acting, nobody does it better than the Japanese, mostly because it's already a full-time job for them. And these voice actors are better known by the characters which they present. And there aren't a lot of English dubbed actors out there because it's not exactly a full-time job. So in order to gain the support of the Japanese voice actors, then I prefer you watch the subbed anime. The third and most important reason why you should watch dubbed anime. Now this pisses me off all the time. When you watch characters not being able to say the Japanese names, that actually pisses you off. And when they change the names to make it American-like, it doesn't make it any better. The thing is, with dubbed anime, you're not just presenting the anime itself, you're presenting the culture which the anime presents. Take for example, Yu Yu Hakusho. Now we may know the main character as Eugene, but actually his Japanese name is Yusuke. The name Yusuke is actually a symbolic name to the whole series. Yusuke's name has the word Yu on it, which actually comes from the word Yurei, which means ghost. If you translate the name to English and make it Eugene, it won't make the same impact. And those are 3 reasons why you shouldn't watch dubbed anime. What do you guys think? Are dubbed anime okay for you, or Do you prefer subbed anime? And I'm at Starting War. Leave your answers in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and please subscribe down there for more videos like this. Once again, this is vanilla, not the flavor, but just the sweet.